Hey guys, okay, so today we are working on two looks in one. The first one is this kind of pretty look. It's a little bit summer and a little bit fall, and then I'm going to show you how to turn it into this really ultra vampy, glam, definitely a fall inspired look. So to start off with, I already have all of my foundation on, and I am just going to use a little bit of MAC's soft ochre paint pot under my eyebrows and very lightly across my eyelids before I fill in my eyebrows. This is going to act as a base, and it's also going to help to brighten up the shadows a little bit, and I want to keep everything matte, so I'm using this because it's matte. It doesn't have any shimmer in it at all. Now, by the magic of editing, I have eyebrows. So I'm going to take a dark cream eyeliner pencil and run it along my lash line and kind of halfway up onto my mobile eyelid. I'm going to have all the products I use listed down below for you guys so that you can see if you definitely want to know specifically what I used for one specific thing, you know. So I'm going to go back in with MAC's Soft Ochre. I'm very tongue-tied. I'm going to go back in with MAC's Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm going to use a stiff brush. This one's by e.l.f. And I'm going to use that on the rest of my mobile eyelid, and I'm going to use it to blend out that brown eyeliner and soften up the lines. And I want it to be really blended, so I'm going to take my time with this and go back over it several times to make sure that it's nice and soft and, you know, hazy around the eyes. I'm going to take the brown eyeliner under my lash, on my lower lash line, work it really well into my eyelashes because I'm not going to be lining my waterline for this particular look. And then I'm going to go back in with the same brush, no product on it this time, just the brush by itself, and I'm going to soften that lower lash line a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with this light kind of, it's a very, very pale camel kind of colored brown. And I'm going to take it across the upper part of the mobile eyelid, kind of like, you know, the lighter parts of the lid. And blend it slightly over onto the brown eyeliner. And then I'm going to go in with a more medium brown and a fluffy brush, and I'm going to kind of focus this on the outer half of my eyelid, a little bit up into my crease, and then also along my lash line. So I'm going to start to fade everything out. You want everything to be nice and hazy and smoky. You don't want it to be too harsh at all because the light is still harsh. It's not quite fall yet, so you know, you don't want it to be too vavoom. And I'm going to go in with a much darker brown, and on a slightly smaller brush, get this right into the outer corners. I'm doing kind of like a halfway between a cat eye and a rounded shape. So, you know, not trying to purposely make it cat eye, but not trying to round it out either, if that makes any sense. Going back over it with a fluffy brush to make sure everything is blended really, really nicely. Everyone needs to play nicely together at this party. So that's where we're at. And then I'm going to take the same small brush and the darker brown first on the outer half of my lower lash line and just run it along to set that brown eyeliner. And then I'm going to go back over the whole lash line now with the medium brown and just keep working it back and forth. I want it to be nice and diffused. Again, I think I said that a ton of times in this video already. Anyway, now I'm going to go in with a light matte flesh color highlight, and I'm going to use a very fluffy brush, get this all over my brow bone, and then take it down into the crease. And you want to do you want to buff it in and, you know, make several passes of it, but you don't go too crazy because you don't want to make the colors look muddy. So take your time and, you know, highlight your brow bone and blend it down over into your crease to give yourself a really nice fade going from lash line all the way up. And then I'm going to take the same light camel color that we used at first on a pencil brush, just get that in the inner part of my lower lash line before going in with my blush. This is just a really pretty peachy color. It's kind of like a natural flush color for me. And I'm just going to, again, flush it across the cheeks, give you a little bit of color. And then I'm going to use this Physicians Formula. This is the one thing I'll mention, Physicians Formula bronzer. I just got this, and it's a little bit too light for me. Like, it doesn't necessarily add any kind of contour, but it does add a little bit of a touch of color. And it, you know, we're still trying to preserve the summer tan here. So I'm going to, you know, put this wherever I would normally put bronzer. Going in with a kind of soft, this is Soft Brown by NYX, and any nude lip liner that you have. And I'm going to fill in my lips, and then I'm going to top it off with a gloss. A nude gloss, whatever your favorite nude gloss is, will work. And that's it for the very first look. That was pretty simple, right? If you really, really wanted to glam it up, I'll show you how to add some vavoom in just a couple of quick steps. It's actually really, really simple. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to bronze up my skin a little bit more, contour it a little bit more, create some more depth, because we are, you know, wearing a very dark eye, and we're going to be adding a very dark lip. So you want to make sure that your face has lots of structure and shape to it. So I'm going to take it across the cheeks as well. Again, preserving that summer bronziness without adding any more blush necessarily. You don't have to. You can if you want to. Don't forget your jaw. Very important. And then I'm going to go in with Luminoso blush. Now this blush is a little bit light for me at the moment because I am more tan since it is summer. So I'm going to use this on top of the bronzer I've already put on my cheeks, and it also is going to act as a little bit of a highlight for me. So you can skip this, you can just go in with a highlight by itself, you know, whatever you want. And then I'm going to take a very dark brown. This one's much warmer than the others. The others are quite neutral that I have on, but I'm going to press this dark brown all along the outer half of my lid and along my lash line. And then I'm going to blend with a fluffy brush, and then go back in again with the brown and build it up until it's kind of like, you know, the depth and intensity that you want it to be. Go softly because the rest of your makeup is already on, and you want to avoid fallout. You do not want smudges on this makeup. You want your skin to be pretty flawless. So once again, just packing it on. Keep packing, adding in bits until you have it the way, you know, until it looks the way that you want it to look. Take it on the lower lash line too. I don't know if I said that. And then I'm going to go in with Graftobian Liquid Skin Sparkle. Any mixing medium will do. And I'm mixing it into a little bit of a paste with MAC Reflex Gold. Popping that into my inner corners. And then I'm going to tap a little bit of it along the inner half of my lids. It's going to be more concentrated in the inner corners and then just kind of sparse on the lids. And I'm going to go in with a gold cream shadow. And first I'm going to just tap it along my lower lashes just for a little hint of something fun. And then I'm going to take it into my waterline. This particular one is a Maybelline Color Tattoo, and you need to build it up a little bit in the waterline, but after 2 or 3 coats it looks really, really beautiful in the waterline, and it does stay put, so that gets thumbs up for me. And then I'm going to tightline with just a black pencil. You can use brown. I just want to close up those gaps in between my lashes, because I'm going to put on false eyelashes. The fastest way to amp up any look is to add some false eyelashes. So I'm just adding these wispy ones, and I'm just making sure to get them really nice and close to my own natural lash line because I don't have on any eyeliner. And then this is a fun thing that you can do. You can skip this if you want to, but I'm just running a little bit of that same gold cream eyeshadow through the front part of my brows. This is not necessarily going to be visible. It's just going to add a little bit of something when you turn your head, you catch the light. It's pretty. Now I'm going to line my lips with a dark brown lip liner. You can use a dark maroon depending on what color you want. It doesn't matter. Just something dark to define the lip. And you want to take your time, because with a dark lip like this and a dark eye, you want the line to be absolutely perfect and flawless. So take your time, line your lips properly, fill them in a little bit, and then I actually go back over the liner with a clean lip brush to smooth it out so there's no chunks or anything on the lip. You don't want that. Then I'm going to go in with this dark lipstick. This is from Melania, and I'm so in love with this color. And I'm going to get this on with a lip brush. Now, I'm building it in thin layers and blotting in between layers. That's the fastest way that you can get it to last for a really, really long time, as well as looking nice and rich. So really thin layers, several layers. Go over and over and over. Blot. And then on top, you want to put on a little bit of a gloss. You could leave it matte, of course, but I'm going to throw on some maroon gloss. This one's beautiful and dark and patent shine, and it's gorgeous. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was helpful. Please remember to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.